In this video, I'll show you step-by-step how to build a plastic model using a 1/35th scale Humvee as an example. The first step is to carefully read the model instructions. Pay attention to the order in which the assemblies are built and the recommended paint schemes. It's especially important to note which parts need to be painted before assembly, as they may be difficult or impossible to reach later. The plastic used in model kits is often coated with a thin layer of mold release agent or factory dust. Before starting assembly, it's recommended to wash the parts in warm water with a mild detergent, then dry them thoroughly. Parts should be removed from the sprue carefully. Do not twist or snap them off by hand. Use flush cutters or a hobby knife instead. Cut the part with a small amount of excess plastic left on. Then carefully clean up the remaining nub with sandpaper or a sanding stick. Avoid cutting parts flush with the surface, as this can leave dents or chips at the cut point. After cleanup, always test fit the part in place without glue. Always use glue specifically designed for plastic model kits. Model cement is formulated for model plastic and works differently from general-purpose adhesives. In most cases, it bonds parts by a welding action, slightly melting the plastic so the parts fuse together. This results in a strong and clean joint. At this stage, it's especially important to work carefully, because the quality of the assembly directly affects the final appearance of the model. The more precisely the parts are joined now, the less time you'll need to spend later on sanding and paint preparation. Special attention should be given to small and delicate parts. Elements such as mirrors, handles, weapons, or fine interior details are best attached with tweezers and using only a minimal amount of glue. Once the main assemblies are complete, it's time to prepare the parts for painting. For convenience, I attach the smaller pieces to double-sided tape. The first step in the painting process is applying primer. It improves paint adhesion and reveals assembly imperfections. Today I'll be using Ammo One-Shot Primer. When using an airbrush, spray it at about 1.5 to 2 bar, from a distance of around 15 centimeters or about 6 inches. One-shot primer becomes dry to the touch in less than 20 minutes, and it fully cures in about 24 hours. For the car's interior, I'll be using Tamiya XF67 NATO Green. Next, we'll prepare the model for the next stage of painting. First, we need to protect the interior and the windows from paint. I'll be using Tamiya masking tape for that. And now the model is ready for painting. Before applying the base color, we'll do some pre-shading. Pre-shading helps simulate natural light and shadow, making the model look more realistic. It also creates subtle color modulation across the surface. During the process, it's important to keep the paint flow thin and controlled so the lines stay narrow. So the pre-shading is complete, and the next step is applying the base color. The paint should be sprayed in thin, semi-transparent layers, gradually covering the pre-shading. The key is not to completely hide the shadows. When the base coat is applied lightly, the darker lines remain slightly visible, and create a subtle color variation across the surface. Next, we move on to painting the interior parts. Then, I painted a few body details in black. Next, we'll be applying the wash. Before that, the model needs to be coated with a gloss clear coat. I'll be using Tamiya TS13. Alright, the surface is ready, so we can get started. Tamiya Panel Line Accent Color is one of the easiest and most effective ways to add depth and realism to your model. The wash flows into recessed areas, emphasizes panel lines, and creates a natural shadow effect. This is especially important in scale modeling, where real shadows are too small to be visible. After about 5 to 10 minutes, once the wash has slightly dried, remove the excess using a cotton swab or a sponge applicator slightly dampened with enamel thinner. Next, let's paint the headlight reflectors using a Molotow liquid chrome marker. Now it's time to apply the decals. Cut out the decal you need and place it in water for 10 to 15 seconds. Before applying the decal, wet the surface of the model with a decal solution. I'll be using Tamiya Mark Fit. Using a brush, carefully slide the decal onto the model. Then gently remove any excess liquid with a cotton swab. If needed, carefully move the decal into position using a toothpick or a brush. Then gently press the decal down and remove any remaining liquid. Then apply Tamiya Mark Fit and allow it to dry completely. Now we can finally remove the masking tape from the windows. And finally, let's add a bit of weathering using Tamiya Weathering Master pigments. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.